We're gonna start with a little demo of our app here. Right here on this screen, this is right when I start off on the home screen, I have a list of all my production orders to choose from. We might have different variations of product going to different regions. We might have different variations of the product within the region. And when I have that production order selected, I can see all the progress that has, or in this case, has not been completed on this unit. So we can see that inspection steps have been completed, but mechanical and electrical have not been. We always want to make sure that we are tracking expensive products going in these panels. So in this case, we are going to mark up this unit with a asset tag barcode. All I have to do is scan that in, and now we're tracking that for our customer, that they can reference which units got which hardware, and they can track that out in the field as well. So now we're on the electrical step, and I can select my unit, my step of production, and I can click workflow, and that's gonna bring me to the 3 steps we want to accomplish. Within each step, it's gonna give me written instructions and photo evidence as well of what my final result should look like. And it's gonna give me written instructions for satisfying the quality control that we need to torque these connections to 7 Newton meters. Nice. So the next thing, we're gonna wire a couple of safety devices. We have a disconnect rotary, we have a bank of circuit breakers, we have a ground bar, and we have ground terminal blocks. The disconnect rotary allows an operator to cut off power to the entire panel without even opening it up. It's kind of the immediate first safety step if you ever need to power down a unit. And the circuit breaker is here basically if anything goes wrong to catch that mistake. The first thing we wanna do then is, again, we're gonna strip our wire, crimp a ferrule onto it. What these ferrules do is they stop any of the loose strands of copper from escaping the terminal and going somewhere it's not supposed to be. We're just gonna get that hand tight right now, and then we can torque it down at the end. And now our disconnect is connected to our circuit breaker. So if everything comes out from the bottom of this breaker, the disconnect will let us turn the whole unit off. The next step is gonna be connecting this ground bar, where again, facility ground connects, to our grounding terminal blocks, which will connect all these DIN rail components to a neutral ground. Pull test. Again, referencing my work instructions, I know that the next step is going to be to torque these connections down. When I hear that click, I know we're good, we're at the right torque. One more. There we go. So these are the steps we just completed. We stripped our wire, we crimped our ferrules, we landed our wires, and we torqued our connections. All we're gonna do now is go down to quality check. And it's gonna give me a list of items to do. And the first thing is I'm gonna retorque all those wire connections just to hear that click again. Good, good. That check has been completed. Check the box. We're gonna do a pull test on the connections. So I can't pull the wire out from either end. That's good. Check the wire color. It needs to be a black wire. It is a black wire. That's good. Check the wire gauge. Verify on here it's 10 gauge, and it is. That's good. Check a wire label. So in this case, I forgot to apply a wire label. I'm gonna leave this box unchecked. And I can write a note back to the builder saying, need to apply label. And we can move past that to check continuity, which I do with the multimeter. But I'm gonna mark this for rework because we missed that wire label. I can mark it for rework. Now that that label has been reapplied, I can see that the unit is marked for rework through our quality control. So all I have to do is hit the rework button. Need to apply the label. I can check that I've done that now. We have our label applied, and I hit confirm. Resolve those issues. Now QC is incomplete. It needs to be retested because it failed the first time. We're gonna hit quality check. We see that every unit has been completed now. We have our labels, so I'm gonna mark that as passed. No quality checks necessary. And the very last thing I'll do is I'll take some photos. Now all our photos are uploaded. I've got green lines all the way across. That means I'm good to go. I can hit finish. I know the quality check is complete. We've got a check mark on it. And if I were to go to the very home page of the whole unit now again, we can go to the inspection stage and we can see that electrical workflow and electrical quality control have both been completed on this one. So that lets everyone throughout the whole process know where this unit is in production. If we go to our sales order, we can see that this unit is ready to go. And within the app, I can hit this shipping request button and it will contact a dispatch to get us a truck over here. The last thing we want to show off is our quality lookup page. So if I hit this lookup down here, I can see that this is our production order in process. And I can see that our electrical has been completed. It had to be reworked one time, but it was resolved. And it tells me the user of who did the rework and who did the resolution. So we'll send this information along to our vendor so that they have a full record of quality control on every unit that we're producing.